It's your old pal Ron Howard from xTreme Sequences bringing you xLights Insights. This week we got a twofer. There are two topics we are going to cover in this tutorial, and one is really a big one. Ever since April last year, I'd reached out to Dan Culp about an issue I was having with autosave, that suddenly autosave wasn't auto-saving. And nothing got done. Nothing got done. I know he got really busy with life, and I decided just to deal with it. And this year it's happening as I'm getting back more into sequencing some heavy stuff, and xLights continues to poo itself. And it drives me crazy because I have my interval set to 3 minutes, which means xLights is auto-saving these changes I make every 3 minutes. But when I open up the sequence again after it poos itself, they're gone. It's gone. I've lost work, and time is money, folks. And even if you're not a sequence vendor like myself, time is money for you, because you could be doing lots of other things. But then again, maybe you haven't experienced this. Maybe you're on a Windows system, which I've been told this was an issue on Windows until now, but I don't know how true that is. But on the Mac side, if it's never happened to you, maybe you're not pushing xLights enough. I do. I love to push xLights buttons as much as possible because there are a lot of buttons to push. And why not? So, finally, yesterday, I was at my breaking point, and I have a jar of F words. And I have plenty to give, but the jar was about to empty itself yesterday. And my screaming goat was absolutely on fire with frustration. Poor goat. So, I checked with ChatGPT. ChatGPT, what does autosave do? And it listed off everything that I remembered it used to do. I was like, this close to going back to Windows. And that's a big, if I'm this close going back to Windows, that's a big thing. So I reached out to Daryl Irwin, who's been like the guardian angel developer. He's helped out with a few other things. He knows what I went through this last year with all the radiation and chemo crap. So he was nice enough to help me on something else that has benefited everybody. And I said, let's try another lifeline. Let's ask him, hey, Daryl, am I imagining things, or was autosave supposed to do this, this, and this, and this? And he did some research, and he found, there's some code broken way back, and that it was impacting Windows as well. So as of this morning, there has been an update to xLights. You will see it in 2025 numero 8. That's 8. And be able to benefit from it if yours has been crashing and you've not been able to recover your work. Whether you are mapping or sequencing, doesn't matter. Losing 2 minutes and 58 seconds worth of work can be a lot of work. And it could take you hours to get that back if you don't remember what you did. So I began testing it this morning. And I thought, oh no, my xLights doesn't really crash. The beach ball just spins forever and ever and ever. It spins so much, I've had developers tell me that I'm lying that it's crashing. Well, they're right. I wasn't lying. Technically, it didn't crash. I had to force quit the thing so I could get on with life. Well, I tested this morning, and I was trying to make xLights. Sure, when I don't want xLights to crash, it crashes. When I try to make it crash, it defies me. So I said, I'll force quit this. It's been more than 3 minutes. Let's see if it brings up a prompter asking me what I'm about to show you. I'm going to demonstrate this to you. When I finish showing this to you, I will show you the second feature that is something that I think will benefit you on the sequencing side if you have spider legs and you want to create some animation outside of using various effects. And I'll get into that in a minute. But first, before I continue showing you this cool feature fix in xLights that is long overdue and much appreciated, thank you, Daryl, I want to suggest that you like the video if you find value in it, and that you subscribe to the channel in my effort to get 11 billion subscribers. I think it's 11 billion subscribers that I'm trying to get to. So subscribe. You know you want to. Just click the damn button. What's it going to hurt? It's not going to hurt anything. And what's it going to mean for me? I don't know. This content will get out to more people that are searching for it. That's the way it works in YouTubeville. All right, let's make this thing crash. I'm definitely going to make this crash. So I'm going to drag, what am I going to do? I'm going to go up here to the top. Oh, look, I do have some things. I do have some things here. Let's let's add some things, because I'm going to need 3 minutes. So I'm going to delete all this. We're going to go fresh. So I'm going to put this guy, and we'll go download. We'll put in black cherry. Okay, so let's look at the clock. 11:38. Then I'm going to put a spiral underneath that, and I'm going to make that color. And then let's put something that we didn't have on there. Oh yeah. Oh, these are good. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so this is what we got. I'm just going to render this, and here's some effects that's going on. There we go. And it's nothing special. I mean, I can try putting canvas on some of these that it doesn't like. Okay, leave it there, because it might crash. We don't want it to crash yet, because I need 3 minutes. With the 3 minutes, let me go ahead and talk about state effect for the legs. I have created 2 state effects here that I'll show you in a moment. But when we have a group with the GE Praying Spiders 150 or 350, here we go. Here we have some cool effects running, and we'll throw in another color with it. And there you go. And that's fun. Now I will change this back to the single strand that I first wanted to demonstrate. And you can see here at Overlay Centered, we can do similar things with this. And if we speed the cycles up, you get that going. Now, this cycle that's going may not be going with the timings. Now, I could make it go with the timings, with the movement of various effects, or I could change this. I don't know, let's go with wave and maybe put this on horizontal, and then we get other things going a little bit different. Maybe we make this wave a little more intense and a little thicker, and then we can start playing around with the different settings of the wave to get it to do all sorts of things. These are different effects I've used throughout time to play with the legs or crawly groups for my spiders. Okay, but I wanted to demonstrate for this gentleman who was asking in this official xLights support group, can I just drop an effect at the model level and have something happen with the legs? And it's sort of like, yes, you can. No, not really. But yeah, you can. But xLights needs a little more information. So I wanted to share an idea with you that you might be able to use. Okay. Oh, are we close? Has it been 3 minutes? I think it's been 3 minutes. Okay, we're going to segue back to this. Okay, so this. Did this save in 3 minutes? I don't know. If we caught it just right, it might have. Let's do this. I am not going to save. I am going to force quit. I'm going to force quit xLights. And that's this guy here. Force quit xLights. Force quit. It's done. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. There you go. Now I'm going to come back in here to xLights. I'm going to open that same sequence. That is a spider states test. And then I'm going to open it. Oh, looky what just happened. Newer file found. Ooh. Newer file found. Do I want it? Yes. And if it did its job, there they are. Boom, boom, boom. How cool is that, right? I would say pretty cool. And of course, it put my House preview way back up there. So I'm going to try not to crash xLights. Yeah, it didn't. What about the W? What about the W? Oh, it even got that. It even got that. So that's cool. Okay. So let's do another test. Delete this. Let's just put an on effect here. And then let's just put the tree effect here. I'm not going to save this. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to force quit xLights. xLights, force quit. Force quit. It crashed on me. Oh no. Too bad, so sad. Bring it back. Open the spider test. It brought back what it was last saved. Did it bring back the work that I just did where I changed this to an on effect and the tree? No, because it hasn't been 3 minutes. But before this morning, all of these changes I'm making, anytime it's saved, anything I would have done all the way till past last April 2024, I would have lost. They were gone, gone, gone. And it might have taken me 30 minutes. It might take me an hour to get back what was there. You know, I'm not going to sit here and create a preset every time I come up with something. The way my mind works when I'm sequencing, I'm hyper-focused, and the last thing that goes through my mind is, don't forget, hit save, hit save. I guess I could put a big sign up here, but that's just dumb. So this is an inherent challenge of the improvement of xLights throughout time. One thing that worked great might not later with new enhancements and bug fixes. It is what it is. We just have to deal with it, and Daryl's been nice enough to help me when I find these situations and verify that I am not insane and get it fixed. And my W is still on there because that was saved from the original. There we go. All right, so I hope you could appreciate that we will all get this. Drop me a line in the comment section here in YouTubeville that if you're on the Windows side, have you been getting this all the time? Or if you're on the Mac side and you're on an earlier version of xLights, have you still been getting this newer file found? Because I am willing to bet most people that are on anything from last year and this year have not been getting this. So there we go. Hats off to Daryl Irwin, who is the developer of the moment, possibly the year, with that big change that should save me a lot of time. All right, now I'm going to get rid of these. We're done with that section. Done with that section. Let's move on. Let's get back to these spiders. Spiders. So yes, you can use effects at group levels to do interesting things with submodel groups that represent various components of your spiders, your legs. Okay. I yesterday went in and started messing around with this. And typically, you'll just mess around with one. And when you have one done, you can import those states to everything else. But I will bring this up for the developers. So if you're paying attention, developers, one of the things that's not working in the states is the ability to take all the states and export to other models. Yes, this doesn't work. So if I wanted to take all the states in this and send them to all of the other praying spiders, which would be 10 through 9, it doesn't work. It doesn't push the states to any of those. So the only way to get that to work is, if you've done it in one, is go to the ones that don't have it, go to your states, go up here, then you can import from a model. You would take this, say, okay, I want to import everything from praying spider 1. And you click OK, and it says override them. Yes, that's fine. Click OK, and then you have it. So just heads up. There you go. So on the spider, what I did with states here, to try to be clever, is I have a state that just represents mouth, eyes, body, and cross. Okay. That's for folks that just want the body, eyes, and the cross to be sort of static in the show, and that's fine. Effects that you put on these specific submodels will override what this is doing, so you have complete control of that. I created one that's called the backstroke, and the way you do this is you use numbers that represent the timings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So that's what these legs are going to do. Yesterday, I noticed that I could get this to show colors on the right, and for whatever reason, after the latest update, I don't see them pop up over here now. Even if I turn off force colors. Oh, that's why. Okay, there we go. So now you can see here, maybe don't use force colors. It's just going to be white anyway. All right, well, I'll leave that alone. The other one was the breaststroke. And you can see here. Well, I'm just going to have to show you over there what they look like. Save that. I come over to my sequencer, and you'll notice that I've put this state effect at the group level. If you put it at the group level, make sure you use per model per preview, and you will see them go to town. And maybe I should have just created a profile so this stays down here. All right, so there you go. And there they are. They are all doing the backstroke. And I'm using one as unmasked so that I get the colors of the, what do we got here? Seriously, brain frog, butterfly. How do you forget the name of an effect when it's called butterfly? You don't. All right, so there is this. And this is based on these numbers. If you look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what I told this to use. Now, if you wanted to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you certainly could. Or if you have specific timings that follow a based on pattern, just go in and rename them. I've made tutorials on how to do this, how to create the numbering of these, and how to rename the numbering of these, no matter how many there are. And then this will follow the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's doing the backstroke. And then here we have the breaststroke. And you can see here, boom, 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 boom. Yay, look at that. Look at that. The breaststroke. There you go. Pretty cool stuff. If I wanted the breaststroke to be faster, I suppose I could have broken these down a little more to get you right. Just get over there. There you go. And now when I click on this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have a very fast breaststroke by the spider. So this is just another way. Now, again, if I didn't want to use the one as unmasked, I take that away and I turn this off, one as unmasked. Just put it on normal. And then, can I use a color? Oh, no. No. It's not. The state effect is not going to use this color. Now there's graduate, there's cycle, and let's see if I can force it to use cycles. Let's render this. I don't think that's how that works. That would have to be defined in the state. But not every state. You may not want the same color for every state depending on the sequence you're working in, right? Maybe it's a little heavier on the reds in one and heavier on the purples in another, or maybe blues, greens, whatever. So that's what's unique about using other blendings to get whatever you want. And then if I just put this on one is unmasked, then I'm inheriting the skins of the butterfly, but the effect and movement of the state. This is how I would recommend doing it. That way you're not locked in to a state always being one color throughout every sequence you have. You could do more. I mean, this is why I crush xLights, because I actually use layer blendings and some of the features. So, and you should too. Why not? They're there. And it gives you so much creative freedom when doing this. Okay. So I will get the updated 150 Gilbert Engineering praying spider to Gilbert Engineering, and they can update the file on their side. I'll probably do this with the 350, and you can always make more. You can always go into your layout. You can always click on the model, go in your states, and then go in here, add, or just copy one, and then change this to get it to do other things with the legs. It's up to you. I have two. That's enough for what I want to do. Okay. And that's pretty much it. To recap, a fix has been made that now allows interval autosaves to truly work on the Mac side, guaranteed 100%, even with force quits. And possibly it may have been a problem on the Windows, but I cannot confirm that at this point. You can let me know in the comments. Two, the flexibility of a state effect for the legs groups or crawly group for Gilbert Engineering spiders or any other vendor spiders that may have submodels that go into groups, and how you can apply a state at the model level and or group level and have fun. Go to town with xLights. Go get it. Go impress yourself. All right, I've impressed myself enough today. I need to get back to my regular work. This just has put me back about an hour, so I need to make up for that. So I wish you a wonderful week. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments that I can clarify or clear up any mystery to the madness, and I will catch you on the next xLights Insights. This has been Ron from xTreme Sequences. You make it an extreme day. See ya.